Okay. Okay. Miguel, your students are intermediate, is that right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, intermediate level.
Yep. So now I want all of you guys just introduce yourself. You say your name, and well, we got the first one. We start with Natalia. Tell your name and the age, please. Okay.
Hi, my name is Natalia Cedeño, and I'm 16 years old. Yeah.
Okay, that's okay. D-boy.
Hello, I am David and I have 59 years old. Sorry, I am not.
Okay. CG boy.
Hello, my name is David Arcentales and I'm 17 years old.
Eduardo.
Hello, my name is Eduardo Cedeño and I am 15 years old.
Cami.
Hi, I'm Camila. I'm 18 years old and I'm really happy to be here.
That's cool.
Very nice, yeah.
We're happy to have you.
That's cool. Melina.
Hi, my name is Melina and I'm 19 years old.
Okay. Natalie.
Hi, Mr. Mike Sayed. I'm Natalie, and I am 18 years old. And nice to meet you.
You too.
Bolívar.
Hi, my name is Bolivar Montes and I'm 18 years old.
Cynthia.
Hi, my name is Cynthia Lucas and I'm the oldest. I'm 33 years old. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So how long do you have before you graduate from high school at 33?
Recently I graduated from the university.
Oh,
very
okay.
Good, very good. My husband likes to joke, so don't mind him. Be nice.
5th grade was the hardest 3 years of my life.
Hello, my name is Mauricio Campana. I'm 17 years old.
Amy.
Hi, my name is Amy Delgado and I'm 19 years old.
Andrés.
Hello, my name is Andrés Hualpa and I'm 17 years old.
Thank you. Danielita.
Hello, my name is Daniela and I have 19 years old.
Okay, so we got some guests here as well, and well, they're here just to watch because they want to watch it. So, really appreciate guys that you're here. Okay, it's very important for us. And well, you know, we got a program, and we're gonna start with the program. Okay, so we got 13 students doing some speech and about Manta and its culture. Okay, so just be comfortable. Thank you so very much for the opportunity, Patricia. Nori, this Nori?
You're welcome, yes.
Yeah. And I really appreciate it. You know what? It means a lot for us. And well, let's go start it. We're ready, right? So remember, guys, that you got the control so you can share straight from your computers, okay? So we got Melina, let's do it.
Okay, one moment, please, un momentito. I think we are having, tiene que tener sonido, ¿verdad?
Yeah.
Ok, el sonido, espérense. Aquí, cuando le espérense, voy a agarrar el control yo para ponerles el sonido. One moment, please. Un momento. Ok, como que no estoy pudiendo agarrar el control. Verá, ahí cuando haces el share screen, cuando compartes la pantalla, al lado, totalmente abre, haz como que se presente eso y a un lado va a decir que compartes el sonido también. No lo puedo hacer de acá.
Hey. Hi. Yes.
Ok, sálgase a ver si salga del PowerPoint para saber si yo lo puedo compartir ahorita. El sonido. Ok, only. Ok, un momento. Déjame ver si yo lo puedo compartir el sonido desde aquí. Un momentito. Déjame ver si tenía yo algo. Sí. Esta es una de nuestras socias también. Ok, déjenme ver algo. Ok. Share computer sound. Yeah, so I have to stop share now. A ver, all participants. Ok, ahora traten de nuevo. Ok, traten de nuevo. A ver si ahora sí se puede el sonido.
You can hear me?
Yes.
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 Okay. Hello. I'm going to talk about the Amorfino, and my name is Melina Pacheco. Okay, Amorfino is a popular creation in the form of a song and the short poetic compositions, mixing the romantic and the amorous. They are originally from the Monte people and located in a region of Ecuador, whose origin comes from the miscegenations between blacks, whites, and indigenous people. The Cora Montubios are a mestizo people of peasants origin that live in the rural areas of the country's coastal province. The province of is Guayas, Rios, Oro, and Manabí. The traditional Amorfino was accompanied by a processor to the guitar that you can see in this picture, and violin and leader drum, and that traditional is accompanied. Characteristic. His main work instrument is the machete. He's used in daily agriculture work, and this picture that you can see. Montes are reputed to be excellent horsemen, so much so that the rodeo is a main entertainer and festival. Life in the countryside, surrounded by animals and crops, is one of his main aspirations. The Monte is affable, hospitable, and cheerful and helpful, but at the same time extra in character and with a great sense of order and leadership qualities. Typical customs. Generally, the Montubios men wear toquilla, straw hats, and wear white shirts and shorts. Women generally wear more comfortable white clothes, but during the popular and religious festivals, its men complete their typical attire by wearing a colorful scarf, and women wear a very colorful white skirt. Homes and crafts. And they build their traditional houses of wara cane to line the walls and use their plant leaves to fill the roof to avoid the presence of rodents, snakes, and flies. And they usually boil their homes or wardens, a steel that separates them from the growth. The craft. They are skilled artisan specialists in the basketing and forage and soldering. They make their handcrafts such as baskets and other objects with the toquilla strap and palm. live in saddles and other parts to assembled, and as well as shoes, straps, and are also highly appreciated. Well, you can see that examples of armofinos, and someone can participate by reading one. Camila, you can participate with this.
Of course. In Spanish and English.
Yes.
Okay. De tus labios quiero un beso, de tu camisa quiero un botón, y de tu pecho tu corazón. I want a kiss from your lips. I want a button on your shirt and from your chest.
No, I.
No, I.
Okay, thank you. And this is a video of a traditional dance in Amorfino.
El baile del sombrerito se baila de esta manera. El baile del sombrerito se baila de esta manera. Y dando la media vuelta, y dando la vuelta entera. Y dando la media vuelta, diciendo el verso primero.
Los hombres de hoy en día son como la paja seca. Si tienen para el arroz, no tienen para la manteca.
Éntale, compadre. Yo sí tengo para el arroz y también para la manteca. Y me doblan 4 reales para cualquier mujer coqueta. El baile del sombrerito se baila de esta manera. El baile del sombrerito se baila de esta manera. Y dando la media vuelta, y dando la vuelta entera. Y dando la media vuelta, diciendo el verso primero.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Very good.
That is very good. I love it.
2 thumbs up.
Thank you so very much.
That is really nice. Thank you.
Okay. Well, beautiful, Melina. Thank you very much. Our next student is Bolivar Muentes. You ready, Bolivar?
Yes, teacher, I'm ready.
Okay. Wait a second. Then you got to share your screen. Okay. You have any question for Melina? Nori?
Let me tell you something. I am learning too much about your province. I have heard this kind of amorfinos before, but never pay attention, you know. But it's nice that right now we have the kids helping us to understand better the culture of our country. So Melina, you did a great job. I like it. Thank you for sharing.
Oli also, SN, Oli, I just want to let you know that Nori, tell them where you're from.
I cannot hear you. I'm sorry.
Can you hear me?
Now.
Yeah, se congeló.
Okay.
Now, yeah.
You want to, okay. I born in Quito, but I grew up in the coast in Esmeraldas and Guayaquil. So I know very well the both part of the cultures from Ecuador. But I was married with Manabita. So I know very well the food, a little bit of the culture too, a little bit, not that much. And I can tell that the best food in Ecuador is from Manabí. I can tell that.
Thank you all of you. Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Okay, so thank you so very much. Thank you, Nori. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so, well, Bolivar, ready?
Yes, teacher, I shared the screen right now.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, you see the
Yeah.
presentation, the slides? Okay.
Yes, Rodeo to Montuvio.
Okay. Hi, again. I'm Bolivar, and I'm going to talk about the Rodeo Montuvio. So before we start to talk about the Montuvio, it's necessary that you know the terms Montuvio with B and Montuvio with V, because it's the same. Montuvio with B, according to the dictionary of the Spanish language, is a person who has grown up in countryside or mountain and is rude. Instead, Montuvio with V, it is used to designate the peasant of the coast, specifically of Ecuador or Colombia. So the Ecuador Montuvios are mestizos. Mestizos, it's a mixed rice person. People of peasant origin who has life in the rural areas of the coastal provinces of the country. They are spread throughout the provinces of Guayas, Los Ríos, El Oro, and Manabí, and other areas to lesser extent. And they have the old customs and culture characteristics. Among the most outstanding socioeconomic are their vocation for agriculture activities, their combative and warrior spirit, and the proven ability to tame horses. This is so important for the topic that we are talking at this moment. Now let's start to talk about the Rodeo Montuvio. Okay, the Rodeo Montuvio is a wide cowboy tradition linked to crossbreeding, livestock, and horse breeding. The horses riders they wear the best outfit. Men and women stand out wearing the red handkerchief. We can see the handkerchief in these pictures in both. So it is show that take place on October 12th, Day of Interculturality and Plurinationality, or also called Day of the Race in Ecuador. The rodeo is a tradition that begins with a parade of the representative of the participating ranches and the godmothers of the comparing teams. In this competition, there are musical and comic shows. Once the main event starts, the representative of each hacienda get ready to show off their riding skills. However, manage to stay on their horse the longest while backing or stay on it without a saddle. Demonstrating their skill in immobilizing it will be the winner. It's so simple, but it is no easy task. Chukar's horses are very difficult to tame. The popular Montuvios festivals are accompanied by a lot of color and distinguished men paraded and compete with their typical costumes that have the essential tequila straw hat, or also called Panama Hat. Okay, there are characters that stand out in this event, and they are the following. The Prairie Creole is La Criolla Bonita. The haciendas chose the lady who represents them in this tradition. The ladies must be nice and cheerful. The dress is preferably multicolored dressed of bright colors. Canon Miss hair had made of straw toquilla, and the winner is the one that highlights the beauty of the Montuvia. Miss Rodeo, or La Señorita Rodeo. She is chosen for her riding skills, rewarding of hay. Among them are considered the acrobatics and dance on the horses while it is trotting. The stocks, or el cepo, the horseman goes without a saddle, holds the horse's rein with one hand while the other hand goes in the air. We can see that in this picture. And finally is the caracoleo. The horseman rides a horse that has not been tamed. The same that must be kept on the animal, making caracoleo a minimum of 8 seconds. Okay, we can see three again the characters in this 7. Sorry.
Oh.
In the stands, the party is accompanied with bands, amorfinos, liquors, and traditional food. Chicken broth, we can see chicken broth in this picture. Yuca and corn tortillas are the main dishes of the day. Okay, and if you are looking to have fun and learn more about the Ecuadorian culture, the rodeo is for you. Come and share this tradition party that will make you vibrate all the emotions. Thank you very much.
Very good. I had a question.
Okay.
Where, if I go to Ecuador, to Manabí, where can I go to see a rodeo? What part of Manabí? What part?
Okay, he's celebrating Manabí, Los Ríos, El Oro. It's common in this province of the Ecuador. So I think it's more probably enjoy this event in Guayas or Manabí because it's most common in this in both provinces.
So I remember seeing people in Santana and Chone. With the rodeo. Yeah.
Okay, Santana. Where is Santana? Sorry, sorry for the question.
Santana.
Yes.
Santana y Puerto Viejo, pasando.
Oh, okay. Yes. Also is common in this place.
Yes. That's allowed. Yes. It's very nice.
Does this go on at any time of the year, or is it at any particular time that it's done?
Sorry?
Does it go on at any time of the year, or did it always happen at the same time every year?
Every year.
Yes, I know, but when?
Oh, in October 4th.
October.
Day of Interculturality and Plurinationality.
Intercultural day. So that's the intercultural day. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very good.
Great.
Oh, the day of intercultural.
Is it for 1 week or 2 weeks? How long is it?
I think only 1 day, because
Wow.
Yes, because it's in that day. Sorry.
Muy fuerte, pero
but all the day, the morning of the till the night.
Okay.
Oh, that's good. We need
yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Very good presentation.
Well done.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Bolivar. That was great.
Thank you.
Yeah, Mrs. Izquierdo is also, Mrs. Izquierdo is from
Ecuador.
From Quito, Ecuador.
And she's learning about Manabí.
And I'm learning a lot about Manabí, their culture, their food, especially their food. It's kind of, it's very different. I like it. However, it's very rich. So you had to get used to it. You had to get used to it, especially if you come from Quito, where the food is a little bit different. But I love it. I love it.
Okay, so, well, thank you so very much. Good job, Bolivar. Well, our next student, Mauricio. Ready?
Yes, teacher, I'm ready.
Okay, let's do it.
Hello, everybody. I'm feel happy to tell you about. Sorry. Wait, do you see the slides? Okay. Hi, everybody. I feel happy to tell you a little more about the Ecuadorian culture. I'm going to talk about the ollas de barro, in English called clay pots. The use of clay pots has around 4,000 years of history since the ceramics made by the Valdivia culture, located in southern coastal area of Ecuador. However, the custom of creating ceramics items spread throughout the territory and has managed to stay even in modern gastronomy. These clay pots, it's composed of a mixture of clay, quartz, and other minerals that can be easily modeled while it's wet, but when dry is non-deformable. The clay to make the pots, it's extracted by digging 2 meters deep to make it clean and free of impurities. The elaboration is not something simple. In addition to the time, it takes a lot of experience and passion to give the clay various shapes. Many of the people who are dedicated to this have seen it from childhood, and the technique is transmitted between generations to generations. The first step is to place the clay in a tub with water to soften it. Once the clay has softened, the sand is placed on it. The first day, stirred it only just stirred it. The second day, start to knead well to shape the pots. It can be made in different size. Once made, from the 3rd to the 6th day, they are polished with the stones to improve their aesthetic shape. From the 7th to the 10th day, the pots made are allowed to dry without the sunshine generally inside a cane and wood house. Apart from that, the walls are also covered with a shed so that the sunrise do not penetrate, because this could split the clay. On the 11th day, once the pots are completely dry, they are burned with firewood and waited for an hour approximately, during which the time it will be ready to be marketed. Prices are normally cheap. They can cost from $1 to $30, depending on the size, shape, and the creativity. Before using the pot for the first time, traditionally, it is necessary to practice curing it. This technique is called arisca in Quechua, which is an ancestral language of Ecuador. This technique consists of put the pot on the fire until it is heated well, and boiling water is placed inside. This is with the objective to keep them longer, don't break, and aren't slow for cook. The food cooked in clay pots adheres it's like a natural flavor if the utensils is placed over the fire in Manabita ovens. This item is like wooden structures filled with ground, and the fuel is the wood waste found around rivers. This way of cooking gives a Creole and ancestral flavor that makes Manabí gastronomy one of the most recognized in the country. It's not the same if you put the food in a gas or electric stove. Finally, as an additional thing to know, it's necessary to remember the Aboriginal cultures, not using only this for cooking, also to store grains or water, even has a funeral niches. Thank you.
Good information. That was great.
That was very good.
That was great.
Is that right?
Thank you. Oh, look at that.
The pots are beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
The rice made in those pots tastes delicious.
And it's true because if you have you tried food made from these pots?
Fry?
We have. Yeah,
Right?
we have.
It's totally different. I mean, it gives the like the flavor, like the natural flavor. It's really good, you know. It's different. It's totally different after you cook like in a normal pot, you know.
Exactly.
No, it's really good, really good. So, Nora, you have any question for Mauricio?
No, I just want to thank him about the information. It was very clear, precise, very well done. So I congratulate him about his presentation. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's cool. That's cool. Thank you so very much.
You have a question ready? Has a question?
Okay, Mauricio, ready?
Maestro.
Okay.
So it takes 12 days to make one pot?
I don't listen good.
It takes 12 days to make a pot.
It takes 12 days to make a pot?
Okay. It depends. If you want to like a more commercial thing, it takes like 11 days approximately. But if you want like the original things, like the way that the Aborigines do that, it maybe can create like around 30 days.
Wow.
Approximately.
Wow.
Mucho trabajo, pero no mucho dinero.
I have a question. Miguel, did you say that they fry in these pots?
No. If you have tried food made from these pots.
Yeah, I have, but I thought that you said something about fry, and I was like, can you fry on this? That would be nice. Okay. Yeah.
You bake. You can bake.
You bake it.
Yeah. You bake, and you also, like Mauricio was saying, in the traditional oven, the Manabita oven, the bottom of those ovens, those are clay pots. So they will put the yuca bread or the tortillas right inside those fields, and then you put like something else on top, like a cover with a coal to cook it. So that is that you will see that in some areas of Manabí still.
And there's also the traditional dishes here, for example, the cazuelas.
That's right. Las cazuelas.
Yeah. Okay, nice. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
Natalia. I have Natalia over here. Hello, Natalia. Hello, Natalia.
Natalia is not listening. Is there? She might have trouble. Not there.
Yeah, there's little problems with the connection. Yeah, there are little problems with the connection. Hi, Natalia, can you hear me?
Can you hear me, teacher?
I hear you well. So you know what? If there's a problem, you can turn off your camera if you want. Okay.
Are sure about it.
Yeah, the thing is that it's gonna be like a better connection without your camera on. So just turn it off. Turn it up.
Okay, yeah.
You hear me well?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
I can hear
teacher.
you. I can hear you. Okay, so please, you ready? Share your slides, please.
Yes.
Interesting.
Okay. Can you see it?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Okay. I'm going to talk about the sombrero de paja toquilla, or in English, toquilla hat, or also well known as Panama hat. This hat has deep ancestral roots. The Aborigines of the coast of what is now Ecuador used the tocas made of toquilla straw to protect themselves from the sun. In the 16th century, when the Spaniards first arrived in South America, they found native people wearing those head coverings, and they encouraged the locals to produce Spanish-influenced hats. And over time, these handmade straw toquilla hats evolved into the primitive straw hats known today as Panama Hat. This became a symbol for Ecuador, being a fusion of nature, the manual dexterity of Ecuadorians, and our culture. Nowadays, the very famous toquilla hats are handcrafted by artisans in the small town of Monte, Ecuador. But if this hat is from Ecuador, why it is called Panama Hat? It was 1904 in the hot time and mosquito-infested construction of one of the world's most amazing engineering projects, the Panama Canal. The entire world had its eyes in this construction, and photos of the workers wearing the area comfortable hat were shown worldwide. Besides, pictures of the President Roosevelt inspecting the Panama Canal truly brought the hat to the limelight and firmly established the Monte Cristi as the Panama Hat. But to obtain a fine Monte Cristi hat is not only about the weaving. It goes from the planting of toquilla straw to the ironing of the hat. The production chain also involves working with the toquilla straws, drying them in the sun, combing them, and leaving them ready to be sold. When the toquilla straw reaches the sack texture, it can be taken to weavers capable of turning them into a hat. Each hat is unique and can take from 1 to 6 months for a weaver to complete. Then they wash the hat with a normal soap, cut the straws that are inside the hat. They smoke it wet so the sulfur penetrates the fibers and remain as white as possible. After drying it, they iron the cup and the skirt of the head, and they beat it to soften. They iron it again to give the shape of different styles by a process of pressing and molding. It finishes placing the ribbons, an inner one to protect the sweat from the head and the outer one that depends of the customer taste. With its long story, the traditional art of hand weaving a toquilla hat has been passed down for generations and continues to receive the world attention. That's why UNESCO recognized the Ecuadorian art of weaving a unique Panama hat as an intangible cultural heritage. Thank you.
Very good. Very good.
So, any question?
No, really. we saw some ladies there. They didn't look from Monte Cristi. So is that part? Is the Panama Hat only down in Monte Cristi or also in another area of Ecuador?
Sorry, can you repeat the question? I have a problem with the audio.
I'm trying to get, okay, let me get the computer closer. Is the Panama Hat only done in Monte Cristi or also somewhere else in Ecuador?
No. They also make hats in the province of Azuay, in specific in the city of Cuenca.
Yeah. Perfect. Thank you.
I think this is a very interesting subject because the people outside of our country, they think that this hat is done in Panama because of the name, that they use it outside of the country, because no one know this hat as the paja toquilla, the paja toquilla hat, ¿verdad? So it is, I think this is very important to let everybody knows that that is part of our culture, because this is a very fine and unique hat that we have, and it's recognized all around the world. But the sad part of it is that not most of the people knows that is from Ecuador.
That's right. But a few years ago, actually, I think the government of Ecuador makes sure that now they have, when they go overseas, now it says made in Ecuador. Yeah, that didn't happen before.
Okay. Well, nice. Thank you so very much. Thank you.
Miguel, can I say something for a minute? Because this presentation is turning out to be really very good, very informative. I'm very proud of what I see. As you can see, Nori, Oli, Olinda Izquierdo, and myself, we're from Ecuador. I'm from Manta. But I would like later on, I will talk to your professor, your maestro, about if you guys want to allow people in our community to see your presentation, because it's turning out really, really good. And I would like to say in that case that you guys are from Manta, I believe, and that you guys are intermediate students, and you are giving us a presentation about the heritage of the Manabita heritage. So that is something that I would like to say to the community if we decide to present this. And let me say in Spanish for the people who are going to be. Esta es una presentación de estudiantes mantenses que están aprendiendo inglés a un nivel intermedio. Me estoy muy orgullosa de todo lo que he escuchado. Están haciendo un trabajo de una calidad excelente para dar a conocer nuestra cultura manabita. Yo soy manabita, de Manta. Nori ya les dijo que ella de dónde era, y Oli también les dijo de dónde era. Y yo creo que las tres nos sentimos bastante orgullosas de que ustedes, jóvenes, están aprendiendo, aprendiendo inglés. Y están teniendo la oportunidad de aprenderlo, algo que quizás en mi tiempo no existía. So let's continue.
Momentito. Usted presentation. Muy bonita. Yo voy para Ecuador comprar sombrero Montecristi regresa solamente para usted presentation. Gracias.
Tienen que hablarles en inglés para que entiendan.
Oh, I didn't understand English.
Okay, well, really appreciate Patricia and Nori and Olinda. I really appreciate that, as I told you at the beginning, for the opportunity, okay, to let all the students to express themselves the way they can, you know. So I told you that that's the most important. Okay, don't feel nervous. Just do what you can do and enjoy it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, no offense, but I all the time just make this comparison. And so, did you listen Americans trying to speak in Spanish?
One moment. What was that? I couldn't hear really well. Sorry.
You know, that all the time I told my students that they don't have to be nervous to speak English. They have to speak it, okay? Because if they do it, as teachers, we got the opportunity to correct if we need to correct it, right? Yeah. And I told them that just try to see when Americans they trying to speak Spanish, that it sounds like a little funny, like they confused, that they don't just say the words in a really good way. So, but they do it. I mean, they're speaking, so they want to communicate, right? And Spanish is hard. It's a hard language to learn. You know, it is. And English is one of the easiest, I think. Well,
for me it wasn't. So it was very difficult. So I am with the kids.
Yo también. Muy difficult para mí también.
But you're right. So if we want to learn, the only way to learn is to first of all listen, practice, and don't be afraid.
Yeah.
Because the world has become very small, so we have more opportunities to practice, and less people are judging us. They admire the person who's trying. If you're trying, people admire your efforts.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to speak English, because Americans don't speak it well either.
Okay, well, let's continue. So we got our next student, Andres. You ready? Microphone, Andres.
Okay, teacher. Can you hear me?
Yes, we do.
Okay, well, okay, hello, my name is Andres Hualpa, and I'll be talking to you about the artisanal fishing in Manabí. Okay. Okay. Manta, officially known as San Pablo de Manta, is one of the most important cities in Ecuador. Located in the province Manabí, is the cantonal head of the homonymous canton. It is located next to Splendid Bay, which has given it the characteristic of an international port of the coast of the Pacific Ocean. Manta has the largest fishing fleet in Ecuador. Manta, also, the fishing in Manta has become the engine of productive activity in the city. The presence of large industrial vessels and thousands of artisanal boats are the basis for the port's economy to have taken its important place. Some of the fisheries are more relevant in terms of the commercial valuation, such as shrimp and tuna. Both industrial and artisanal due to the line of products they present to the market. Artisanal fishing is a kind of fishing, activity that uses traditional techniques. It practices in small boats in coastal areas, such as in Manta. It produced basically for self-consumption. Only a small part enters to the market. This kind of fishing focuses on catching small fish, which in Manta are like camotillo, agujita, carita, sardine, and pinchagua. Artisanal fishermen from San Mateo affirm that due to the economic situation, they have to become independent workers. And that's why those with more money send them to work, claiming that often they have to stay offshore for several days. They also affirm that large industrial shrimp farms, by using trolling techniques, harm artisanal fishermen because since they kill small fish species that are found near the seashore. In San Mateo, according to some fishermen, the most of the inhabitants are artisanal fishermen, regardless of whether they have permissions or not, due to the fact that the fishing courses are expensive to them. Okay. Another city within Manabí, well known for its artisanal fishing, is Porto Lopez. Before dawn, on the beach of Porto Lopez, in the province of Manabí, the movement is intense. Artisanal fishermen arrive at the time after strenuous hours of work at the sea to unload their product and sell it to the merchants, like products like albacore, weevil, caballitas, camotillos, and other species are carried in drawers and buckets by steerboats to the shore, awaiting buyers who are eagerly waiting for a good price and good quality of fish. With money in hand, trade intensifies in the early hours of the morning. The fishermen set the prices and the intermediaries set theirs. But in the end, they always agree and the fresh seafood goes to the distribution centers of the main cities in the country. Joselito Mero, a fisherman from Puerto Lopez, says that Puerto Lopez bases its economy on artisanal fishing and that his city has been blessed with a good sea. Usually, he says that they start their fishing routine on Monday morning and they return on Wednesday. They use various fishing tools and collect different kind of products, such as the ones we mentioned earlier. He expresses that this is the good thing about Puerto Lopez, its variety in terms of fish. Likewise, Diego Jara tells that they have to go out almost every day to fish because they don't know when it's convenient to fish. The fishermen are grateful for the attention that this government has given to them, such as the ease of credits and fishing ports, but they hope that the entire Ecuadorian coast will be filled with ports to facilitate this kind of fishing even more. Another fisherman, Carlos Alcibar, also comments that whales tend to scare away the fish that they are looking for, which makes their work more difficult. However, whale watching is also a great economic activity in Puerto Lopez, but as in Manta, artisanal fishing is the main engine of the economy of the city. Joselito Mera expresses that the fishing sector has been progressing and growing based on credit. And this is how working days go by in coastal areas, where the fish that will later be on the table in our homes is distributed. Thank you.
Very good.
Very good.
That was really good. That was really good. So, any question? Any question? Any commentary?
So artisan, fishermen or fishing actually. That's not for the market. That is for the people to eat at home. Is that right?
No, only a small
They
part.
sell it?
And excuse me. Can we continue? Okay. Okay, excuse me. No, it's also for the market, but it's also used for self-consumption for, it depends of everyone.
Okay, very good. Good. Camotillo. Qué rico.
It's delicious.
Yeah, the name of some of the variety of fishes that you just said, those are not familiar. I'm not familiar with them. When you said the little ones, I just said caritas. That's the only one that I know.
Qué rico.
Yeah.
Caritas, yeah. Famous moonfish. Yeah, that's good. That's good. But the camotillo, have you tried camotillo?
No idea what is the camotillo.
Oh my God, you need to go to Manta to eat camotillo.
Delicious. And I think it's one of the most expensive in restaurants here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you so very much. Thank you, Andres. Thank you. Next, we got Carlos Arcentales. Let's do it. Ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay, everyone can see the slides?
Yes.
Well, hello everyone. My name is Carlos David Arcentales. I will tell you about Manabí shrimp farms. Well, when I went on a trip some years ago, I could see next to the streets a kind of huge pools And I asked myself all my life, what were those pools? But now I could find out, and I discovered that those pools are called camaroneras, or in English, the shrimp farms. Well, Manabí is known for its food, and one of the most recognized is the seafood, and one very known, the shrimp. A lot of dishes in Manabí has shrimp. As you can see in the image, the uh, camarones apanados, and I think it's very known the ceviche. Well, a lot of a lot of dishes has shrimp. And I will tell you a little about the shrimp. The shrimps can live in seawater and also in fresh water. For example, the rivers, the lakes, the lagoons, and a big part of his life they passes in the sea bottom. And also, each country has different and particular recipes to prepare the shrimps. Well, the shrimp farms, as you can see in the image, they are like huge pools with seawater. As you can see, the sea is next to the shrimp farms. Shrimp farmers feed the shrimps 2 or 3 times a day so that they grow fast and be able to sell it. The water and the floor has to be fertilized so that it exists a good productivity. And we know it's a good productivity when it's higher than 60%. Sometimes a plague can arrive to the shrimp farms. And when this happens, the shrimp farmers has to put in the food the antibiotics to avoid this because this produce that the productivity is bad. And the shrimp is one of the most exported products in Ecuador. Well, now I will talk you about another method that, thanks to the technological development, the pools or shrimp farms are shorter, and it has a cover that produces a green effect. As you can see in the image, in the top you can see like a cover. And well, with this method, less chemicals are used, and the shrimps are bigger. And also, 80 and 100 shrimps you can find in per square meter. And Ecuador has become one of the most shrimp exporter country in the last decade. And well, in the 70s decades, about shrimps and the knowledge about the raising of the shrimps wasn't known a lot. But through the wheel, the shrimp farmers overcome the limitations, and the scientific knowledge and methodology don't stop to the Ecuadorian producers become the country in one of the main shrimp suppliers in the world. I mean here about the whole region, because Manabí is not the unique province that produce shrimps. Well, so that's it. Thank you very much.
Carlos, what area of Manabí do they have a shrimp farm?
Well, in the whole province, in Chone, even Manta, and when I remember, I see that pools when I go to Salinas. I don't know if you know.
Yeah.
I don't know how is the name of that autopist, but for that in the streets, you can see the shrimp farms.
Oh, I see. Because I remember years ago, it used to be, well, the age of the dinosaurs. They used to be in Cohibien.
Yeah,
Used to
that's
have
true.
in that area. That's why, okay. Oh, interesting. So they're all over now. Very good. Very good. A lot of information.
Thank you.
Thank you.